Find the perimeter of shapes made of arcs and straight edges. There's no new knowledge needed for this question, so you can just pause the video and give it a go yourself. Example 3. Find the perimeter of the compound shape. The compound shape I can see is made up of two shapes. It's made up of here a rectangle and a semicircle. So I'm just going to draw in, it's not part of the perimeter, I'm just going to draw in this line here which represents the diameter of that circle, semicircle, and also the top of that rectangle. And then we can go from there. The perimeter is going to be the distance around the outside. So that's going to be 5 plus 10 plus this distance here, which is the same as this one, which is 5, plus this distance here, which I don't know. So I'm going to have to find that out first before I can add it on to the 5, 10 and 5. So how do I work it out? Well, you can hopefully spot that that's half of a full circle, half of the circumference. So if I work out the circumference, C equals pi d, C equals pi times, in this case the diameter is 10, I would get 31.4. Sorry, 31.4. So this distance here is going to be half that size. So when I put it in, I can put in 31.4 divided by 2. Or if you prefer, you can just work that bit out separately and say 31.4 divided by 2 equals your 15.7. And put the 15.7 in here instead. When you put that in, then you would get 35.7. And that question is in centimeters. On to example 4. You can pause the video and give this a go yourself. Find the perimeter of the sector. So the perimeter of the sector is going to be the distance around the outside. So it's going to be P equals 4 plus 4, because that's these two sides. But I need to work out this one here. Again, hopefully you can spot that's like part of a full circle. So let's work out the distance around the full circle. Let's work out the circumference. Circumference is pi d. So that'll be pi times the diameter. Well, the radius is 4. So if it was a full circle, if it went the whole way across, that would be double 4, which is 8. So the diameter would be 8. So the circumference then is 8 times pi, which gives 8 pi, or 25.1 centimeters. Now, how big is this here? Well, this is based on the size of this angle, which is 45 degrees. Hopefully you can spot the significance of it. 45 degrees, if you double that, would give you 90 degrees, or a quarter of a circle. So 45 degrees is actually an eighth of a circle. Or if you weren't sure, you could write down 45 out of 360. And if you simplify that fraction down, you can divide through, well, let's just divide through the numbers we know first of all. So if we divide through by 5, we would get 9, and then we would get 72. And then we can divide that through by 9, and that would give us 1 over 8. So 45 degrees is an eighth of a full turn. So we only need an eighth of the full circumference. So if that's the full circumference, we can divide that by 8. So when we're working out the perimeter, we can do 4 plus 4 plus this number divided by 8. Or if you prefer, we can work that out first of all. 25.1 divided by 8, which gives you 3.14, or 3.1. And then add on the 2 4s to that, and that gives you 11.1 to 3 significant figures. I should say there, you're best leaving your answer as accurate as possible. So the 25.1, even though I write down 25.1 here, I'm not doing 25.1 divided by 8. I'm using the accurate number that's in the calculator. So don't, even though it's written down, don't use those numbers. Use the accurate value in the calculator, the full display that is. Okay, and just finally, get my units for that question, which is centimeters.